All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Rakatham. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, they were well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out to labor pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. As I was on my way to the store to pick up something, I was listening to the Akim in Dallas, their live stream they did yesterday. And I'm not sure where, the timestamp where the Elder Yashawamba, he mentioned that we will be tested, right? And that we may have to take a believer of this truth in, right? I forgot the timestamp where he mentioned it, but let's see if I can. I'm gonna let this play a little bit. I'm not sure the title of this lesson yet, but let's see.
It's gonna happen again, man. The Lord gonna starve a lot of you out. The Lord is gonna sick pit bulls and wild animals on you, newly created beast, right? The sword, the troops gonna beat your ass, right? All of these things are prepared for the 2/3 of our people, man. Right? Go ahead.
And such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Some of you are going into martial law camps to be tortured, right? And some of us may even be thrown in those camps, but the Lord is going to work a work for us. And even if we do get beheaded, we have the faith of resurrection. Y'all don't have that kind of faith. So you're going to die a dishonorable death. There's a such thing as an honorable death. Is that Issachar? Can't see it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's him. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord.
Right.
The sword to slay.
The sword to slay. That's what's being prepared through these ice troops. Yeah. And it's more than the ice troops. You got...
All right, because remember, Lot was in the land of Sodom, right? Genesis 19. If I'm not mistaken, it should be 19. Yeah. Right? And Lot, because 2 angels came to Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And now Lot didn't know that they were angels, but Lot basically said, "Hey, come inside," right? To relax, wash your feet, eat. This is Genesis 19:1. And there came 2 angels at Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and bowed himself to the ground, right? And bowed himself with his face toward the ground, right? Gave them what? Respect. See, the ancient custom, the bowing hospitality. It says, and he said, behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night. Wash your feet. Ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. Right? And he pressed them. It says, and he pressed upon them greatly. They turned into him and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. Right? So Lot took the 2 angels in, right? Because it say what? Some have entertained angels unawares. Yeah, I'm gonna take me a nap once I'm done. Man. All right, Hebrews 13 and Hebrews 13 and 2. It say, be not forgetful to entertain strangers. Some have entertained angels unawares. See, it says in the AMP version, it says, do not neglect to extend hospitality to strangers, especially among the family of believers, being friendly, cordial, and gracious, sharing the comforts of your home and doing your part generously, right? For by this some have entertained angels without knowing it. See? Now, let's keep on going. It says, all right, man. So, you say what? I'm going to get this. Jake, you must be your brother's keeper, man. You must be your brother's keeper. You must be your brother's keeper. That's the lesson. That's the title of the lesson. You must be your brother's keeper. It says, my brother's keeper signifies a duty to care for, protect, and be responsible for another's well-being. Right, man? So Lot, all right, man. So Lot invited the two angels into his home, right? And Lot made sure that they had everything they needed, right? And he also protected them, right? He had care for them, right? He felt responsible for them because they entered into his home, right? Because in the ancient world, when you have a visitor, you must protect the visitor's life. You were responsible for that visitor, and you were responsible for that visitor's protection and well-being. All right. Say shared responsibility, right? In the AI overview, today it generally means acknowledging a duty to look out for others, even strangers, as a part of a larger human family or community, not just blood relatives, blah, blah, blah. Active care is about supporting, protecting, loving, and even correcting others, not just being passive or ignoring their struggles, blah, blah, blah. All right, man, so being your brother's keeper basically means taking responsibility for your brother's well-being. All right. Hold on. See? Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, let's get this. Mm-hmm. This is Leviticus 19:34 says, but the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your power. Right? Now, stranger here is the word Gar. See? Gar. Because Moses' son name was what? Gershom. Garsham. Right? And Moses said what? He was a stranger in a strange land. Uh, all right, man. So, yeah, let's do, hold on, let's see. Man, I don't know who that is talking loud. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Ooh, hold on. The stranger did not lodge in the street, but this is Job 31 and 32. The stranger did. The stranger did not lodge in the street, but I opened my doors to the traveler. Mm. Mm. Yep, because remember in the book of Judges 19, right? Judges 19, let's see. A Levite's concubine degraded, right? It says, and it came to pass in those days when there was no king in Israel, it says that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Ephraim, on the side of Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. And his concubine played the whore against him and went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months. And her husband arose and went after her to speak friendly unto her, and to bring her again, having his servant with him and a couple of asses. She brought him into her father's house. When the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him. And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him, and he abode with him 3 days. So they did eat and drink and lodged there. And then it came to pass on the 4th day, they arose early. When they arose early in the morning, that he rose up to depart, and the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Comfort thine heart with a morsel of bread, and after go your way. They sat down and did eat and drink, and both of them together. For the damsel's father said unto him, Be content, I pray thee, tarry all night, and let thine heart be merry. All right, man. So the damsel's father basically said, "Hey, man, stay for a couple of more days, right?" So he made sure that the visitor had a place to stay, right, and had food, right, and was comfortable. Now let's get Matthew 25. Matthew 25. It says, but when this is Matthew 25:31, but when the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the angels with him, he will sit upon his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered in his presence, so he will separate the people as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will place the sheep on his right hand, and on the it says and the goats on his left. It says and the goats at his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, on his right, come you who are blessed of my Father. Come blessed by my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the creation of the world. For I was hungry. For it says, for I was hungry, and ye fed me. I was thirsty, you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me to your home. Right? I was naked, and ye gave me clothing. I was sick, and ye cared for me. I was in prison, and you visited me. Right, man? So Jake, the time is coming when you may have to take a brother in. Right, man? And you don't know that Yahweh Shemal Shah could be testing you to see what you would do. To say, then these righteous ones will reply. Yeah, it says, then these righteous ones will reply, Yahweh Shah, when did we ever see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and gave you something to drink, or a stranger or and show you hospitality, or naked and gave you clothing? When did we ever see you sick or in prison and visited you? And the king will say, I tell you the truth. When ye did it unto one of the least of my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me. See, man? All right, man? Because Jake, man, you taking a brother in, you may not, all right, now you taking a brother in, you don't know if he's a part of the elect or not. But it say what? Charity covers a multitude of sins. Yep. This is 1 Peter 4:8. 1 Peter, yep. 1 Peter 4:8. It say, above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover a multitude of sins, right? Use hospitality to one another without grudging. Says, cheerfully share your home with those who need a meal or a place to stay. See? Jake, man, this is an ancient custom, man. This is an ancient custom. All right, man, and in doing so, you will receive mercy from Yahweh Shemal Shah. Because Lot received mercy, right? He took the two angels in and made sure that they had everything they needed. Yeah, it say use hospitality to one another without grudging, right? It says, this is Romans 12:13, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. It says, this is Titus 1 and 8. But a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate. This is 2 Corinthians 9 and 7. Every man according as he proposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity. For Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver. See? Let's see real quick. Hold on. It says, this is James 5 and 9. It says, I'll get it in the KJV and in the NLT. Grudge not one against another. Brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth at the door. Don't grumble about each other. It says, brothers and sisters, or you will be judged. For look, the judge is standing at the door. See? Come on, man. Oh, no, let's see.
Robots. See, because there's a point where a human being could be like this. We can't do this to our own people, because the call is for these particular.
All right, man. So that's the lesson. The title of the lesson would be "Be Your Brother's Keeper," or "Be Thy Brother's Keeper." All right. So with that, I say Shalom.